Adesewa was a 2-year-old woman who owned a small restaurant in Lagos. For years, her food had drawn in locals and visitors alike. Known for her expertise in cooking traditional Nigerian dishes, she had made a name for herself as one of the best cooks in the area. However, over the last year, business had begun to slow down. New restaurants had opened, and more modern trendy spots were luring away customers. Adesewa grew anxious as the days passed, and fewer people walked through her door. One evening after closing the restaurant, an old acquaintance came to visit. They spoke about her struggles, and the woman leaned in and said, "I know someone who can help, a man who can bring customers." Adesewa had heard of the man before, a well-known babalawo who lived on the outskirts of Lagos. Desperate for a solution, she decided to visit him. When she arrived at the babalawo's small dimly lit hut, she explained her situation. The man listened silently, his face expressionless. After a long pause, he finally spoke. "There is a way to bring your customers back," he said, "but it requires a sacrifice. You must add a part of yourself to the food you serve." Adesewa frowned. "What do you mean?" "Your menstrual blood," he replied. "Mix a drop of it into your food. It will bind those who eat it to you. They will keep coming, unable to resist." Adesewa was shocked. The very thought of such a thing repulsed her, but the man continued, his voice calm and firm. "You can do this, or you can let your business fade away. The choice is yours." Adesewa left the babalawo's hut, her mind racing. She couldn't imagine going through such an act, but the fear of losing her restaurant gnawed at her. Days passed and the restaurant remained empty. Finally, in a moment of desperation, she followed the babalawo's instruction. At first, nothing seemed different. Then slowly, customers began returning, and soon her restaurant was full again. People couldn't stop talking about how delicious the food was. Business was better than it had been in years. But Adesewa noticed something strange. Her customers didn't just enjoy the food, they craved it. Some returned twice a day, others came every single day of the week. Their faces became familiar, too familiar, and their eyes, once filled with joy, now had an odd vacant look. It was as though they were under a spell, compelled to keep eating at her restaurant no matter what. The weight of what she had done settled heavily on her. Adesewa knew that she had crossed the line, and though her restaurant was once thriving again, the price she had paid fell too high as her customers queued in each day, mindlessly devouring the food she had prepared. Adesewa stood behind the counter, haunted by the secret she would carry for the rest of her life.